This is the Doctor bringing you a special episode of Battle Brothers featuring the save file sent in by a viewer, Mons, who, by the way, we featured in the last campaign with the Anonymous, although his character didn't really get to do too much. But he's been a viewer, and he left me some feedback about how he wanted to see me, like, no cuts. He wanted to see me make all the decisions and do all the inventory management. And he also sent me a save file asking, like, what, if anything, he could do to beat this fight reliably. So I don't really even know what the fight is, and it may not be possible to beat the fight reliably. Like, there are... after almost 2,000 hours, I have a sense of what fights I can actually beat reliably and what I can't just by, like, all those hours of experience. And I know for a fact that this type of camp, the tomb or crypt type of camp around day 11, can have a necromancer, a fallen hero, and a bunch of zombies. And that particular combo, like maybe 1,000 hours ago, I was pushing myself to see exactly what I could pull off. I would do stuff like try to fight Geist without bannermen. Turns out it's a terrible idea. You can't do it reliably. So, like, it's never worth the risk. Even if you win, you just got lucky. Like, the guys didn't rout you, because once the guys start routing you, it's over. And you're just praying, like, your spear hits will land on the guys. This was, by the way, back when, like, the AI was easily manipulated. You could just fall back, and the guys would always land in front of the zombies. It can't really do that anymore anyway. And I would try to do other stuff, like fight Brigand Marksman uphill at around this time. All sorts of stuff that I've learned are not good ideas. And to fight this camp, for me personally, in order to fight it, I would want, first of all, a bannerman, ideally, but most critically, a level 5 brother with mace mastery, a tank, and then brothers with good attack. So, and preferably like 12 brothers. So let's see what your company looks like. First of all, camps, by the way, don't scale with days. They only scale with time. So it's never bad to bring 12 brothers. Like, it's objectively just a good thing. So let's look at the company here. So this is day 11. I assume if you've submitted this file and trying to take this camp around day 11, it means that you want to try to do as many fights as possible. So I will speak from that particular perspective, because I can already tell just looking at this roster, you've actually, if you're an experienced player, you've won the game. Like, I can immediately tell. It seems crazy, right? But your day 11, there's a contract that you've completed that will get you 630 crowns. You have 1,000. All you have to do is easy camps and like 1 or 2 skull contracts fighting brigands. And apparently, Mons, you don't have the expansion with the nomads installed, so you can't fight those, but those are also good targets. And then you've won. Like, there's no reason to take any sort of risk at this point. You just get to nimble, then you can fight anything in the game, and then do whatever you want to do for fun. But if you're trying to take this camp, well, let's look at the brothers first. So we have Gunnar the Courier. Courier, pretty good background. Excellent stats here. 64 attack, 13 defense. Bronk, 62 attack, 10 defense. Good stats too. A Brawler for a level 3. That's really good. We have Fritz. He's got Brute. He's a companion. And he has 64 attack. Yeah, that's amazing. Also note the Flail. I love the Flail synergy with Brute. Tillman here, a Day Tiller, 67 attack and 10 defense. Halfrick, 67 attack and 7 defense, level 4. Gero, 65 attack and 17 defense. Then Hybrid, 53 attack, 55 range. Sure. I'm not even looking at the hit points and other stuff. Like, fine. I'm looking at the resolve more than anything else. I mean, it's acceptable. Without a bannerman, it is quite questionable, but if you have a bannerman, this is totally fine. I prefer it to be like a little bit higher, like 50, but this is level 4, you know, that's not realistic. Ludolf, a beggar. This seems to be the worst of the brothers I've seen so far, and even then, That's pretty good. Like 58 attack at level 2. Not bad at all. And then Reinhardt hybrid. He's got brain damage, which is generally considered good. Although I would actually consider it bad because this character could have been some sort of initiative build and brain damage like makes it impossible, but whatever. And then 67 attack and 61 defense. So my first thought is these brothers are insanely good for this stage of the game. I don't know how you got brothers like this, Mons. Hats off to you. I don't know if you like reloaded to get good brothers or not, or use the mod. Whatever. Or this is just good luck. Whatever the case is, like all of these brothers, phenomenal stats. I don't know how you achieve this because my roster never looks like this at this stage. They're all like 50 attack day tailors and stuff like that. So now in terms of perk selection, just like I covered with Carvajal in his video that we did in the video we did together about early game, 7 things you should always do. One of the things is early on, you just need the perks that give you stats. And there were actually, I think, 4 perks specifically that we listed. Fast Adaptation, Colossus, Dodge, Gifted. Don't remember we listed anything else we shouldn't have. And all of these brothers have like those perks. Quick Hands, arguably on certain hybrids. And it's interesting, this character has Rally the Troops, by the way, but no Fortified Mind and no Banner. But anyway, Colossus, Dodge, Gifted, Colossus, Dodge, Gifted, Fast Adaptation on hybrids, very, very good choice. Like the perk selection, top notch. You are already doing like better than 99% of players, Mons. I could tell from this setup that you are already like in the top 1% of Battle Brothers players. But you're not here for me to tell you that. You want to know how to be the top 1% of the top 1%. So what is, in my opinion, the flaw with this roster? And look through the perks again. What is lacking? There isn't any flexibility. And I know it's the early. I know it's only level 4. You might ask, how do you get flexibility this early? Aren't you supposed to just take the power perks? True, but level 4 is already early enough to start thinking about specialization. For example, having one character with Shield Expert, and he can do Gifted or Dodge, either is fine, but Shield Expert and a Heater Shield early game is perhaps the biggest and easiest power boost you can get. That character as the shield wall, like imagine this character shield walling. He would, and he has dodge. Oh my god! Wow, you have to drop the gifted. So let's say 10 defense and then I don't know 10 more from dodge at the beginning of a fight. It goes down, but you're getting like 65, 70 defense when you shield wall. That is basically unhittable by all early game enemies. That is just a phenomenal power boost. There's no option for that. There are some quick hands, which is really good for shenanigans. Having one taunt, and again, this helps when you have 12 guys. If you could somehow get 12 guys, having one taunt to mess the AI up can be really, really powerful. I also see, now your stats are really good across the board, but I only see 3 fast adaptation. Well, part of the issue, I think, is just because your brothers are all too good. I understand why you didn't take fast adaptation. These are all endgame brothers. And quite frankly, it's hard to blame you for that. But it's been my experience that having lots of fast adaptation early on, I'll often make brothers that just go fast adaptation dodge. And they're kind of throwaways. Like this character, Bronk, is probably the weakest of your guys. I would not hate fast adaptation dodge on him. Or fast adaptation Colossus. Just let him attack away. Especially, you could use certain weapons like maces. That would be a lot better with fast adaptation. Remember Lord Irva from the previous series? He had like 9 lives, dodge, and then I think I gave him fast adaptation, mace mastery, and then backstabber. I can't remember what order I did it in, but I tried to get to mace mastery, fast adaptation, and backstabber. And that goes into the other thing. In order to fight a camp like this reliably, you have to assume there's a fallen hero and a necromancer. So if there's a necromancer and a fallen hero, what do you lose to? You lose to the fallen hero, right? Like You're not worried about the zombies. You're worried about the fallen hero getting possessed. Even if it has a shield and a one-hander, it's gonna like murder you. And these fights, like as soon as you lose 1 or 2 guys, it's actually over. The zombies will just overwhelm you at that point. It also really is over if you only have 9 guys. If you have 12 guys, at least losing 1 guy isn't like that bad. So even if it's 3 meat shields, 3 level 1 meat shields, and all they can do is throw nets, which by the way, I noticed there are no nets, then you're still okay. Like what this squad lacks is tactical flexibility and tricks. There are no tricks that this squad can employ. Like no taunt, no nets, no mace, which admittedly you need 1 more level for. You don't have the reliability of a bannerman to buff up everybody's morale so they get confident more easily and they don't waver as much. Those things make, like they seem like small things, but when you add them all up together, it makes a crazy big difference. Like Battle Brothers, a lot of it is about accruing these small advantages until your like 10 small advantages become overwhelming. And even if you lose like 3 out of the 10 advantages, so what? You still have like an overwhelming number of things you can do at your disposal. So like I'm really talking about these problems are, by the way, not really problems unless you want to fight a camp like this early on. You could just like turn in your contract, go do something else, power up more, and then come back and beat this camp when you're like level 5 or 6, or come back with 12 guys or whatever. Like you'll win. So that's like the way I think about these camps and other fights. Like if there is this one tough enemy, what is my counter to that particular enemy? Fallen hero, you need a mace expert, whip theoretically, but those are too unreliable early on. A tank could tank them for a while, but there's no mace and there's no tank. So it is super unreliable. Now, if there's no fallen hero, you can still lose. Like zombies are possessed by necromancers are no joke. Having a tank or mace is still very, very good. It counters like the possession from the necromancer. So yeah, otherwise I do like a lot of your double grip setup and so forth, and I like the hybrids. I especially like this guy with the dagger in the pocket. Like this was the Paul Soul build from the last season. You throw your javelins, if they miss, you can always dagger and puncture away. Probably prefer to have a little more fatigue so you can puncture more. Oh, you have an infected wound, that's why. Okay, that's fine. Thing about like if you take fast adaptation, you can suddenly like not worry about attacks so much and just make sure you have lots of fatigue to spam your attacks and make sure you have initiative to go fast. You know, stuff like that can start to matter. But enough talk. With the setup, is it possible to beat this camp? Well, of course it's possible, but what is the, like, I think it will require some good luck, assuming there is a necromancer and a fallen hero. And then what is the best setup? What should you do to maximize your chances of victory? And it's very, very possible, like, I may not actually be able to win this. Or like if I win, like I can sort of tell whether it's a win because of luck or if it's a win because I, like it's always a victory. Like it's a 100% chance of victory. I'm not sure about that yet, but let us try it and see what we can do to potentially win this battle. First off, all the frontliners will of course require the very, very best armor we have. And that's probably good enough, yeah. All right, so what is our plan? If there is a fallen hero, oh boy, I don't even know what the plan is. You pray they miss. So in that case, we need to rush somebody forward to try to zone the necromancer, and we need enough weapons with some sort of armor destroying capability to beat the fallen hero, and that is not an easy thing to accomplish. Reinhold here has quick hands, a hook blade, and a little bit of throwing weapons could do the trick for him. Does anyone else have any sort of range skill? I could also give him javelins, but something like this. I don't see you, Landrick here using a dagger in the fight. Pitchforks are so weak though. Really don't like pitchforks. They just don't do enough in my opinion. I think Ludorf will have to go to the front lines. This fight is so serious. There is no like holding back. Falcon could have some value in like if a zombie gets up to you, double Falcon hits can do a lot, but I also probably need the Falcons on the front line, so maybe a short sword in the pocket. Something like this. All right, and then Ludorf, you'll probably have to go on the front. All right, what is our plan here? Leo is, let's look at the initiative. This guy has bad initiative. Thing is, we're fighting zombies. And let's just compare damage. Double grip spear, 31 to 37 damage, 28 to 33 damage to armor. Versus a short sword, it's 37 to 50 damage, 28 to 37 damage against armor. So the short sword is just objectively better damage, right? And it's not a little better damage. It is 31 to 37 versus 37 to 50 is a significantly better amount of damage. Furthermore, this short sword has the advantage of having a chance to chop off the head of a zombie, which prevents it from resurrecting. Spears can never do that. Spears, if this were a fight against brigands, and like especially brigand thugs, I would love all spear setup despite the lower damage. Why? The way you beat those things is you chain route them with morale hits. You just need a hit. But against zombies, you actually need to, when you hit, you have to do damage because there is no like routing them. So that changes the calculations a lot. I love dagger punctures against brigands because it routes them. You can't dagger puncture against the... There's no like getting the armor in this fight. This is a super serious fight. One other thing to note is that a weapon like the hand axe is way better too, 37 to 56 damage and 45 to 67 against armor. That's actually respectable damage against armor. And maces too, not bad, right? 37 to 56, 37 to 56. It is a little worse against armor, but otherwise it is basically as good as an axe in terms of damage. And these two weapons, of course, don't have the bonus to hits, and they're a lot more fatiguing, so this is where fast adaptation really, really comes in handy. Flails, of course, very solid as well. 31 to 68. They ignore shields. That's actually a very relevant thing against brigands, but mostly irrelevant against these type of enemies. So, what is our plan? I think we need to give the least valuable brother. Okay, you have... Oh my god. All these brothers are so good. Fear of undead. Ugh. Terrifying. Try to find someone with... 67? In a way, the problem is all these brothers are so good, I don't want to sacrifice anyone, but there may not be much of a choice. All right, let's give you equipment to tank, and I'm going to put you in the middle because I don't know, like I need to reposition you against a fallen hero, so I don't know which way they're going to come, and I could... Put another character with dodge on the other flank. Just don't want to send someone who's like fear of the undead. Fritz is a little too good. It's gotta be Tillman, right? Ugh. Hurts to send like such strong characters to the edges, but what can you do? Make sure they both have a pocket shield. And I think I would honestly equip a short sword. Something like this. And then, you know, they're gonna have daggers. Something like this might be the best. Then, let's look at the rest of our gear here. Ludorf, you might actually use a spear because you're like the worst brother we have. Pocket shield. There's no spear walling against these zombies, by the way. Like, none of that. I'm actually going to give the very best armors to the two characters on the side. They might actually tank a little bit. Then the next best armor has to go to Fritz. He's the best. Then probably Gunnar. Bronk. Okay, I'm going to change my loadout yet again. Fritz. Yes, Gunnar. He has the best initiative, so give him the next lightest armor. Oh man, there's not even enough like light armor. Well, you, Gunnar, are using a rugged sword coat because it is literally the next best armor I have. Oh boy, this is real questionable. I don't even have enough head armor. Oh, like you can't go into battle like this. Like, not having the head armor is basically a death sentence. Oh boy. No one with 9 lives. You have to have head armor. In fact, I have to give you the best head armor. You have the lowest hit points. Oh boy. Who? It's gotta be Ludorf, right? He's gotta go without the head armor. There's no choice. Okay. Alright, weapons. So, Fritz, I kind of like a hand axe on you. Maybe our flail might be a little more reliable. Gunnar, you can use a hand axe. Don't even really see the point of a shield. Just make sure you can go fast. Put you in the middle. Like, if you get hit, you're gonna die. But pocket shield costs so little. Why not? Okay, Helfrich. Good attack. Bronk, you can use a falcon. Gotta use a mace, right? I'm just picking the weapons with the highest damage. And then I'm gonna do something a little weird. I'm gonna put in some of these brothers a pocket short sword. Just to make sure they have accuracy. There's no daggering down stuff for armor in this fight. Here, you can have a better dagger. No. There's the short sword. It's only 2 fatigue and 2 initiative. Easily worth it. So I'd use that as a sidearm. And then pocket shields all around. See, you don't even have the fatigue to use your weapon. Okay, we're gonna have to swap like that. Bronk, you can use this. You don't have another short sword, so you have to have a dagger. I'm just checking the fatigue to make sure everybody can swing effectively. Okay. Oh boy. Pitchfork is just not reliable. Just not reliable. I feel like Reinho is so unlikely to get into melee. Do I equip any? The problem is these tier 1 cleavers are so bad, and maybe, okay, we're gonna equip it on Reinho. He has the quick hands and he has good attack. I think that's the way to go. And we might be able to use him to decapitate in the right place. His low initiative is gonna mess him up, but what choice do I have? I think this is the best setup I could possibly do. And I Don't really see the dagger. Like, we're not daggering any fallen heroes. This is the best I think I could do with this setup. If there is not a fallen hero, I think we pretty much always win. If there is a fallen hero, it is going to be the most brutal battle. And I think there's no guarantee of success. The other thing is just not having more guys. No, like, less surround bonus, less fatigue to work with, fewer attacks. Like, there's all sorts of problems. So I think this is the best I can do with the loadout. There's no guarantee of victory, but let us see what, if anything, I can do in the fight. And I hope, Mons, this long-winded explanation satisfies your hunger to hear me talk. This is exactly what I was afraid of. 13 enemies, there is a fallen hero. Like, and look at these. These are all armored zombie. These are not like joke zombies. So I'm probably gonna wipe here, but let's see what happens. That's the Necromancer. Now the good news is we're actually fighting 11 enemies. 2 are always hanging back to protect the Necromancer, which is good. Hopefully, if the fallen hero, nope. Okay, his armor is at least a little dinged. What could we possibly use? There's no terrain, no blockers we could possibly use. When a zombie is possessed, they have 12. So if I fall back 2, I can't just try to flank the fallen hero. The problem, definitely not moving up 2. That gives a zombie a free attack. The problem with trying to flank the fallen hero is there's no guarantee you can get your guy on top of it, especially with 9 characters. Like, this is exactly the composition I was afraid of. There's no like way to win this reliably, by the way. Like, I feel like there's a 50%, 25 to 50% chance of wiping, something like that. You just, if you miss a bunch of attacks and they hit, like, it's over. And like, the proper thing to do here would be to retreat, except I think they can catch you, so you can't even retreat. So, like, there are no, like, clever stratagems, right? I have no tricks. There's no terrain to use. There's nothing that I can think of. The brothers are not strong enough to go off on their own and do something. That's a death sentence. You could try to employ a runner strat, maybe, but that guy's gonna get killed and then rezzed, and I don't know. Like, I'm not even confident that would even work. These zombies have decent armor. I don't know what we're gonna do about that fallen hero. I mean, you kill him, you can somehow get on top of him and loot his weapon. That would do something. Next turn, Necromancer is gonna possess one of these and attack. I think we just gotta... Zombies can move 2, I mean 1 in attack. So if I fall back 2, the possessed zombie, like, we've already decided not to attack the fallen hero, right? If I fall back 2, and then the possessed zombie is gonna come up and take a swing, and we'll kill it. And then all the rest of the zombie will be 3 away. What if I fall back 3? Possessed zombie will have 12 AP, enough to rush for it. I actually think, of all crazy things, I'm gonna fall back 3. Try to bait the possessed zombieing. Because I can't think of any clever tricks to do. Oh, if there are Geists, this is over. But I don't think these camps have Geists at this stage. Alright, one of them is interesting. Not getting possessed. Maybe we can use some terrain to our advantage. Any little thing matters here. I mean, they're not gonna rush us. The terrain down here could help. I mean, if they're not gonna rush us, I see no reason not to keep falling back. Because we've already decided we're not going to be able to zone the fallen hero. Like, so since we've decided that, there's literally no downside to falling back. Let's see what happens. There used to be a trick where you can just fall back, Necromancer won't possess, and these battles are like free victory. Although one fallen hero like that is still absolutely terrifying. Wow. We're gonna fall back. We're gonna need to fall back to here. Like, let's take... Two, three, so... Who goes next? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. I mean... Let's... Yep. Alright, here they come. We can't get the other terrain advantage I wanted, but this might be able to do something. Gonna eat a free hit here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that target selection by the AI. So beautiful. 80% chance to hit. Like, what can you do about that? Might have to just spear wall there and pray for luck. Okay, good hit by Landrick. We needed that. What was the odds? 77. That's horrifically bad. You have no choice but to double stab and end your turn. Pray for luck. Oh, Hellfrick. Brilliant maneuver. Fallen Hero has messed up. Okay. We have to take the chance to try to kill that one. So we're going to move Hellfrick up. Of course. Yeah, see, the Necromancer. There are no tricks I have to deal with this. He's going to go fast, too. I mean, I don't see any trick except run up with the flail and just whack away. That was a brute hit, which is good. This one's going to come up here. This one's going to come up here. Make sure they at least can't get an attacking. Can't go there. It's a death sentence. You just get anti-concaved. If I stand here, I get a attack for free, so that's bad. We might be able to focus down this edge quicker. Reinhold, you gotta go for the possessed one. 72 miss, of course. This is gonna hurt. Whoa. Oh, there we go. Helfric took 2 big hits. Not too much we could do about that. 7 turns, 10 turns. Okay, that's really good. Wait on Landrick. Okay. Go for the kill, and your turn immediately, Helfric. Good. Fritz, wait. Of course, okay. Now we just have to trust in the power of Spear Wall. There is literally no other option. I don't think I can bust out a shield. We just need to pray for luck. Like, there's no other option. 95, that's good. Wow. Okay, bad target selection by the AI. Okay, Fallen Heroes messing up. All right, there is a chance. You're saying there is a chance. Let's focus fire. Get rid of the spear one. That's the most dangerous. Good work. Fritz. Let's relieve a little pressure on Helfric. Oh boy, Helfric is dead. Okay, Reinhold. At least you have some attacks. You don't have a mastery, so it's definitely better to roll twice. Apparently not. Wow. Oh, there it go. There goes Helfric. And your turn immediately. And he's going to get up as a zombie, too. Like, this fight is, like, it's just RNG. I don't really see any other possible ways to beat this. Landrick. Double throw. There's not enough brothers. If I had more guys, this could be a different story. Is Wiedergänger coming? Reinhold, you have the sneaky trick with the cleaver. Let's wait for that one to come in. What are my odds of killing this? Not bad. Gonna attack to try to go for the kill. Oh boy. Rudolph is dead. Brute backfiring there? Yep. So let's swap to the cleaver. Wait. The problem is your guys are going to get back up too. So like this fight is... I don't see how you could think like this fight could be reliably won. And I don't... Like you just don't have the setup you need to win. Imagine if you had 12 guys, you had a mace expert to stun the possessions. Mace expert who all you do is take all the attack perks. Right? Like, you don't need defense when you can, like, land stuns. There's no, like, trick you can use to bait the AI. Reinhold's too slow. So, that's a problem. Landrick, I mean, you have no choice. Pray for luck there. Garo, okay, you did something. And your turn there. And you can see, like, without fast adaptation, you guys just can't hit. That's just how it is. Oh, boy. Whoa, 47 missed somehow. Let us swap to the hook blade. Oh, boy. Oh, thank you, resurrecting zombie. All right, Garo, go up. Swing away. I guess maybe I should have tried to rush someone toward a Necromancer and just prayed for that luck. I don't know, maybe that was a better strategy, but I feel like there would have been some trouble with the brother, with some terrain, and can't get on top of the Necromancer, and then it's still over. Like, this one can attack Thilman. I think we just go for the higher chance. And your guys like have resolve problems. Can't actually let this Necromancer come in there. So you have to jump like that. Okay, you got the cleaver. Oh, no decapitation. Yeah, this is over. So like I already talked about how this fight is just not reliable. 4 turns, he's gonna bite and kill Landrick. So I have to move back with Garrow and hope we like land a hit, which we don't. I suppose I could have given him a short sword in the pocket. I should have done that. That was a small mistake for exactly that sort of situation. No, I shouldn't have even attacked that because I want to make sure. Oh no, the fallen hero can hit. Oh my God, Landrick, somehow you didn't die. I mean, there's no stunning the fallen hero. There's no like equipping a shield. Try and hold. Damage is too low, like. Again, my bad there for not giving him a short sword. That would have saved Landrix's life. Yep, it's over. So, conclusion. This fight, as I said, cannot be won reliably. If you want to reload until you win, you could do that. Like, I'm sure with the right set of dice rolls, you always win. But don't know like what you could do to win reliably. This tactic clearly didn't work, so it would have to be some sort of tactic of rushing the Necromancer and preventing the possessions. But usually I don't put myself in that position where I have to like do that. I should have swapped the throwing weapons, like, yeah, but it doesn't really matter, like, it's over. 5 turns, 6 turns. Or if you somehow like rob the Necromancer from zombie kills, that would also work. Oh. Wow. We're missing. And like I don't have enough damage to beat the fallen hero. But like I can't work miracles. I already described like what you have to do to actually beat this fight. And it is you need level 5 guy, you need a bannerman, you need 12 brothers. The raider gear, whatever. That's less important. Like I don't care about that. You just need more. Net would have made such a crazy big difference in this fight. Some fast adaptation, so like you can kill stuff. Imagine we had 3 more guys with all the surround bonuses, right? If we could sacrifice a character to the fallen hero and whatever, we would be totally fine. But now like I don't even know like what to do. Like it's just over. So rather than drag this agony out because the fallen hero can solo everyone else, let us just retire the company. All right, now if you can think of a way to reliably beat this battle, let me know, but I certainly can't. And if you are interested in thinking of a way like submitting files for me to review and comment on, I'd be happy to do that as well. Thank you for watching. Until next time.